All right, so you saw the box, and here's the vehicle. There it is. You get your typical stuff. You get a booklet. You get some little extra doodads. There's a little body posts. I don't know why they have those because this doesn't take body posts. So here's what happened. I'm gonna do a review on it when I get it all back together. But I was looking at this thing and I knew right off the bat it's got these really bouncy friction shocks, but I'm thinking this thing is tiny enough where I'm not sure if that's gonna really bother me that much. I'm just tooling this little thing around because I thought it was cool, and it's a smaller version of the 18 that I have, and I thought it'd be neat to have. So something about it caught my eye. And then I had these shocks. These are Angora. I think they're 39 millimeter. If I line them up, you can see how much longer they are. Probably about, I don't know, top to bottom, let's say maybe 4 to 5 millimeters longer. But I have a soft spring in here, and I'm gonna put some lightweight oil. So I don't wanna raise the body up by any means. With how these shocks are positioned, there are spots there, but there's nothing that's gonna bring it lower. So unless I angle it in a bit. So I'm gonna play around with it, but the first thing I'm doing is this. So I looked at this, and you've got your little plastic rim, you've got a nice, actually soft tire, with a pretty decent tread, no foam. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna throw some solder in there. But then I thought, well, it's not gonna be enough weight for anything, but I weighed a piece of solder, so put it this way. These little wheels alone are 2 grams with the piece of solder on. Oh, come on. Was it more before? Hang on. Oh, no. Okay. Why did I think this was more than it was? Hang on one sec. Okay, this piece of solder is 3 grams. The wheels. Jeez, man. Sometimes they say nothing. Sometimes they said 2. 0. Okay, so if I add 3 grams to each wheel, in my head, it's better than nothing. I'm sure there's other things I could put on here, but right now this is what I have at my disposal. And I'm thinking for a vehicle this small and this light, 12 grams at the bottom or 3 grams in each wheel, can't hurt. Might do nothing, but it can't hurt. I also took off the diff cover to see what's going on in here. And I gotta tell you, I looked up everywhere and I couldn't see. These are a plastic gear. They look metal, like silver metal, but when I put a flashlight behind them, they look, and the light goes kind of through them. So, but you've got bearings throughout this thing, ball bearings. These shocks aren't that bad, to be honest with you. They're not very stiff. You get a little charger for your, where to go now? Right over here. Your 1-cell 300 milliamp battery, LiPo. And that's, the thing's plastic. I knew that getting it. I am going to throw a couple of my car weights at the back here. There's space for that. And I think I'm gonna throw one in the front because it hits, I think one might fit. Might be a little tight, but it won't affect the articulation very much. It's a 130 turn motor, 4-link. They're plastic, but it's got a 4-link system on the bottom, and what else? So obviously plastic drive shafts. Now the drive shafts themselves are metal all the way through. And then you've got your drive shafts that are plastic. And with the weight of this thing, I don't see anything being a problem. So I bought this to tool around. It's got a tiny little micro server. I just got this to tool around on some indoor courses I made, and even across my desk or something. And knowing me, I'll probably take it outside at some point. No, I'm not changing the wheels because I don't even know if you can get, I gotta figure out how big these are, and then go from there. And actually, hang on one second. All right, sorry, I had to put my measuring thing. Okay, so we got 19 millimeters, 20, so that's about 3/4 of an inch. So these are tiny, so unless I can find some brass wheels like this, which I will buy if I can get them, and I'll probably just keep these wheels because I like them. I think they look good on it. So we're gonna add 3 grams to every wheel. So let me get that done. I don't think we can see what I'm doing here, can you? Nope. Okay, so I'll get that done, and I'm going to try to throw on one of these shocks and see what it really does to the body, because I've got a light spring on it, and I'm just wondering, I don't think this is heavy enough to bring these down, but let me give it a shot and I'll come right back. Okay, so none of that worked with the new shocks. I tried, because these screws actually have a knuckle on them, and it fits into the shock, and it won't fit the Enduro ones I have. I think there are ones out there for this that you can get, but these aren't working for me. So I think in the history of my channel, this is the first time that I'm gonna leave something stock. All I did was I moved each shock back a little to get more of an angle. I put 2 car weights at the back here, so that's another 14 grams. And if you can see, I threw one on top of the servo there, and it doesn't obstruct the shocks fully compress. So I figured with 3 gram on each wheel, 7, and I'm hoping to avoid some of these things, the where the back flips over on these things. And that's it. You can see they've already angled the ESC receiver here to try to, instead of having it flat, to try to bring some of the weight down towards the middle, which is good. So that's it. There it is. It's got your typical, not typical really, it's just, what I mean is a basic transmitter. I like where the wheel is for my thumb. You're not trying to go in, it's sticking out real nice. So that's good. You got your on and off switch, bind button, and then you've got your dual rate and your steering trim. So if I take the battery and plug this guy in, get it in there, and it's just a Velcro strap at the front for your battery. Oops. Yep. No, I'm gonna go this way. Go like that. I'll go in there nice and tight, and then you just plug her in. Oh, shit, wrong way. It's got to go the other way for the wire to reach. So there you go, perfect. It's in there. Plug it in. It's got your typical, and I will say typical for the Ascent. So it's got your little tongue at the front there that slides in. There's a post right there. So it slides in, you go down, you got your little toggle at the back there, and then you just tighten that. And there you go. And there's my little new bouncy guy. I like him. I like him, I like him, I like him. And I know there's a lot of people out there. So what I'd like to do is dedicate this video actually to RC Dungeon, because it's probably gonna bother him looking at a tiny little something. I think Jerry's old guy in his last Let It Fly said how Redcats released some kind of doodlies or something, or doohickeys, or I think these are it. The competition for this is the Axial 130. And if you want to see a good review and a run on that, go to RC Richie's channel, RC, and he's got a really good overview on the Axle, the Bronco. Nice little truck. I got this because I'm just, when I got my 18, I'm just a fan. So let me check something out real quick here. So we're gonna turn this, where are we? Turn this on. This guy, I forgot, has an on switch. I was thinking it was like the Axial where you just plug it in and it goes. So there you go, we're on. You can hear my dog barking, one of them anyway. Okay, so there you have it. You have single speed. It'll boot along for you. I see in some of the reviews, I did see that one of the issues people had with this was the jumpiness of the slow crawl. Now I'm just touching it there. So this thing might take off on you a bit. So I knew that buying it. Outside of that, I'm not too worried about things. So I'm gonna fix our steering trim here. And then I'm gonna see what our dual rate does. Okay, that's up all the way. So got some pretty decent steering on this. Might turn it down a bit though. Looks like it's putting a bit of pressure on the servo. So I just, what's going on here? What am I doing? Oh, that's my trim. Jesus. I'm turning it, wondering it's not doing anything. So I'll just bring it back a touch. There we go. Okay. So there we have it. My cool little 132 scale Redcat Ascent. I'm gonna get some video of this. I've got some an indoor course that I made up. But honestly, for the price, you can't go wrong with the thing. I think this was 130 bucks Canadian. It's 99 or 79 US. No, yeah, 79 or 99 US, one of the two. And that converts to your Canadian dollar. Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. I'm probably going to crawl it over my dogs and see how they like it or don't like it. But there it is. Yeah, good little crawler. There's not much more I can say about it. There's a million videos out there on these things. So we'll say goodbye to that. And then I've got some work to do on my Hobby Plus here. I've got the, I ordered the RC all-wheel drive shocks for it. Because right now it's just, so I put all the brass on the wheels and everything. And right now it's just got the plastic friction shock. So I think this would have been a little heavier. These are some oil shocks. I'm gonna put these on and we'll see what this does. And I'm gonna take it on my outdoor little course I'm starting to build there, hopefully. And that's it. So like, subscribe, share, comment, appreciate it. Thank you to everybody. I got to 1,000 subscribers. I never thought I would be anywhere near there. So appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And I will talk to you guys soon, and let's be kind to each other. Thanks.